Switch 2 is finally here. I finally have my hands on one after talking about it for so long. Between the leaks and when it released and all of the everything that happened after it was announced officially and like the direct and everything, I am so glad that I finally have one. This is incredible to finally have a new Nintendo console after 8 years now, which is crazy. It's like it's been so long. But I'm gonna unbox the Switch 2 in this video, and I'm so glad that I got one. But yeah, as we can see, the box here looks pretty cool. It's a lot smaller than I expected, but I guess they just made it more compact, because the console itself is a lot bigger than the Switch 1, but it does seem like they kind of compacted everything together here. And as we can see on the side, it kind of shows like someone playing it in handheld mode outside. And then on the other side, it shows like tabletop mode, multiplayer. And then the back of the box, I kind of like it too. It kind of shows like someone taking the Switch 2 out of the dock. But really cool, kind of has some legal information on the bottom here. But let's go ahead and open it up. It's actually kind of doesn't even have the sticker on mine for me, the way Best Buy got it, but I guess that makes it a little easier for me. But let's open it up here, and here is the inside of the box. I'm gonna take out the console first. Wow, this is a lot bigger than I was expecting. I know they pushed so many times that this was bigger than the Switch 1, but yeah, this is definitely like pretty substantial, I would say. I think it's like 7.9 inches for like the screen across, but it's the same thickness. I'll actually compare it to the Switch 1 after I fully get it out of the box. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of here. Yeah, there's a little bit of weight to it too. It's like it definitely feels a little heftier, which is good. I do like kind of a hefty system to bring around with if I'm playing like console scale games. I kind of like that. I like really tiny consoles sometimes, or like handheld consoles, but I kind of like this kind of feeling that it has here. And then also on the back, you can see like just like the Switch 1, it has like Switch 2 and everything. Also like the kickstand as well. Kind of get it off here. Yeah, and it's like much more flexible than it is with the Switch 1, you can kind of see, but it feels pretty nice. And I'm gonna go ahead and get the Joy-Cons out too. So here's the left Joy-Con, kind of has like the blue thing on it here. I'll get the other one out too, so I can kind of like feel them and kind of... Okay, like holding these in my hand here, this definitely feels a lot better than this, like the Switch 1 Joy-Cons. Analog sticks, they feel pretty good too. It feels like, it feels more expensive, I would say. That's kind of my first thought. It doesn't feel like, I mean, the Switch 1's Joy-Cons didn't feel cheap, but at the same time, it kind of felt a bit unpolished, I would say, like with its analog sticks. These feel stiffer, but like in a good way. They don't feel too loose. I feel like they feel just right. Maybe a tiny bit too stiff, but they feel pretty good. But I'll kind of get a close-up view of them here. But I like the little color things that it has here. Like I've always kind of like that ever since they like announced it. The buttons, when you're holding it like sideways, oh, that feels a lot better here. It's still not ideal. I still would rather like either use both Joy-Cons or just like a Pro controller, but this is a lot better than the Switch 1. And also, you can see like the C button there as well for game chat. Feels about the same as like pressing down the capture button. I know that's very oddly specific, but that's kind of how that feels. And yeah, the shoulder buttons for like when you're holding it sideways, that feels so much better than the Switch 1. Like on Switch 1, it kind of sucked. But these actually feel good. That's actually pretty good. Still not ideal to play like the sideways Joy-Con, but like it's at least a lot better now. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna connect them to the Switch 2 as well. So let's go ahead and do. It's gonna be kind of hard doing it from like this angle, but there we go. Let's put the other one on. There we go. They snap right in. Let's feel how kind of stable it feels. That feels very solid and everything. Like with Switch 1, it felt like a little wobbly, a little bit sometimes, especially when the Joy-Cons got older and everything. But yeah, like even holding it like on one side, it feels really good here. I really like how that feels. But yeah, that's definitely feels really nice. But here's a view of it attached. I might have put my fingerprints on it like a little bit, but that just kind of taking it out of like some of the little bags there. But this feels premium, I would say. It feels really good. But I like the size of the screen here, like since like I do have bigger hands and I kind of like a bigger like system here. But let's take the Joy-Cons off. Oh, that feels good. Very intuitive. I mean, it should, but I'm glad it feels good. I really like how that feels there. But let's get the other things out of the box here. I'll kind of move some of this stuff over to the side. So it should be, there's like something in here. I think it's the user manual and the high-speed HDMI cord as well. We'll be using that with my 4K TV. Then we got the like the straps for them. The straps kind of work differently now, like since they're magnetic. So we'll take these out too. It's like some stuff from packaging. I thought there was like something weird on the screen of my Switch 2 at first. I was like a little worried at first, but it was just like from the packaging. But it looks fine. But yeah, here are the straps. And it also has the thing when you're using it in mouse mode as well. I'm gonna move some of this stuff out of the way. I'll take the Joy-Cons off here. So I'll connect. Oh, I think it should be this way. Okay, there we go. Kind of pretty intuitive, but you kind of just like first time putting it on, kind of have to get used to the feel of everything. There we go. So they click in place and they're like held like with the magnet and everything. But yeah, you could like slide this around with the mouse. I think you'd like a mouse pad would probably be like a better surface, or like some people say that apparently it feels good when you like do it on your pants as well. That would sound really weird out of context, but yeah, it's it feels pretty good, I would say. I could see like using this like a mouse and everything. I'll have to get used to that, but it feels pretty good. But we also have the AV cable as well, or the power cable. Or AC, I meant, not AV, AC. The AC adapter and the cable here. Yeah, it's a little different than the one that they use for Switch 1. But yeah, that's pretty good there, and I'll make sure to use like the power brick here with the Switch 2 as well. Like, I'm not gonna, like, just because it's probably the recommended amount of power that the Switch 2 needs, so I'm probably gonna use that. So definitely feels like a little like heavy here, so just it's like 100 to 240 volts here. So yeah, so this power supply, this is probably the recommended one to use for the Switch 2 for now. So I'm just gonna use that. And let's... Oh, we also have the grip as well. Actually, yeah, you just get the well, let's connect them here. Okay, so it feels about the same as the Switch 1 grip. Pretty good, I would say, but here's how it looks. But yeah, I kind of like that. I mean, definitely better than the Switch 1 because the Joy-Con 2 are a lot better, but I like how that feels. And now, let's get out the dock here. So yeah, here's the dock. It's about fairly similar size to the Switch 1, but it like has a lot more in the back here since when you open it up, you can actually see that it has like a lot more to this than the Switch 1 did. Like there's actually a fan in here. It has like the Ethernet connection like the Switch OLED, obviously HDMI in the AC adapter, and then like the USB as well. So, but yeah, I wonder if that's USB 3.0. Because I know usually they have like the older USB one, but yeah, I don't know. It's I know they're mostly like shifting over to USB-C, but like it's good to have the other like USB connections here as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and compare this to the Switch 1 as well before we set it up. So now, before I set up the console, I wanted to do a quick comparison of how the Switch 1 compares to the Switch 2. So, like, I'll hold up both the Switch 1 and Switch 2 in handheld mode side by side here, and you could see the Switch 2 is substantially bigger. Like, I know we've known this for quite a while, but like, when you actually see it in person, you could definitely kind of like see the difference there. But you could also see, actually I'll take like the one Joy-Con off of each of them and kind of show the fact that the thickness is like basically the same here. That is actually like pretty impressive, especially since this console is capable of quite a lot. But also do a comparison with the Joy-Con here, but you can see like there definitely is like a difference here, like with its size. But they're like the thickness, just like the console itself, is about the same as well. And also like SL and SR, like it's so much better on the Switch 2 Joy-Con. And then looking at the dock, I know I said that the Switch 2 dock like was kind of a similar size, but yeah, it is a little bigger, but like it's actually like not that much bigger here. It's like, I guess this side would be a better comparison, but like it's not like as big as I expected. I mean, I guess the technology like is a little better now. You can like cram a lot more into like something that's only slightly bigger than this, but yeah, and they weigh kind of similarly too. I think the Switch 2s might be like slightly heavier, but they kind of feel like similar, I would say, except for like the back here and just like what's actually in the dock. So yeah, but now I'm actually gonna boot up the console and start setting it up. So I have the Switch 2 hooked up to the power now, and I'm actually gonna set it up. So go through the language and region. Yeah, I'm already kind of feeling that the UI is like a little more snappy here. So while I'm doing the system transfer, I'm gonna unbox Mario Kart World here. I really wanted to get the physical version, honestly, because I buy most games physically. It's unfortunate that a lot of games on the Switch 2 are gonna be key cards, but at least this one we'll have the full game on the cartridge. Not every Switch 2 game will be a key card, just that misinformation is kind of spreading around a lot, and I just want to kind of reiterate that just to make sure, like, there aren't people in the comments saying, why did you buy a game key card? I dislike the game key cards too, but when there's a physical game that is actually on the cartridge, I'm probably gonna get it if I'm getting that game. But there we go. I really like the box art here. It looks really nice. I mean, this part, I think they could have made the Switch 2 logo horizontal, but the Mario Kart World box art looks amazing. I just love how chaotic and interesting it looks here. And then on the back, obviously, like, a lot of the information down here, but it's pretty nice as well. Like 24 drivers now, like an open world, knockout tour, which I'm pretty excited about. And then they also have like the wheel for the Switch 2 as well. So let's take a look inside. But yeah, as we could see, like, it's red and everything. I was kind of wondering how they would do this. And when I first saw how the inside of the cover looked, like, I was like, that looks a bit off because it's red, but you can see it a little more clearly in person, I would say. But yeah, I like the red case. I think it looks pretty cool. And the Switch 2 cartridge also looks nice as well. So let's compare it to like a Switch 1 case here. So yeah, you could kind of see how, like, the packaging differs here. I actually have Thousand Year Door in my Switch right now, and that's doing the system transfer. I don't want to mess anything up. So I'm going to get like a different game out of here, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and kind of see like how they look here. Because yeah, the cartridge itself is red as opposed to the black one for the Switch, and I think it's pretty cool. Like, I think I kind of like how it looks here. But I also got something else. Let's move these games over to the side. I got a special coin that they had at the Best Buy midnight launch. Well, I didn't get it at midnight, but they still had these available, which was nice. Maybe the midnight launch wasn't like that big at my local Best Buy, but I'm glad that I was able to get one of these. These are pretty cool. Nice little like collectible thing to kind of show that I actually got a Switch 2 at launch, but that is really nice. I like this. Like Best Buy 2025. I didn't even know that I was gonna get one of these. So yeah, that's pretty cool, but I'm gonna go ahead and let the system transfer continue. Okay, so I completed the system transfer. Okay, so let's go to the home menu. I like that little intro music here. Okay, there we go. So yeah, anyways, that was my unboxing and setup of my Nintendo Switch 2. And in a little bit, I'm actually gonna do a tour of the UI and give my thoughts on it. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!